Hello there everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Elliot Webber and well, we already know where Adam Morgan is racing in 2023. It was announced an hour ago that Adam Morgan is joining West Surrey Racing at the factory BMW squad. So let's get straight into this. Yes, guys, that is right. It has been announced that Adam Morgan will be staying in the BTCC in 2023 with West Surrey Racing, the factory BMW squad. Now, this is definitely a shock, but it's a welcome surprise. Of course, it was announced a few days ago that Sicily Motorsport Adam's team would be departing from the BTCC next year, which effectively meant that he and George Gamble are out of a seat. Well, Adam obviously isn't out of a seat now, but it does leave George Gamble without a seat for 2023. But I am sure with his talent that he will find a seat. But Adam Morgan has found a spot, and it is at West Surrey Racing in the factory BMW squad. This is a phenomenal signing, I think, from both parties. West Surrey Racing, of course, one of the most successful teams in the history of the sport. BMW, one of the most successful manufacturers in the history of the sport as well. It 100% leaves opportunities to gain more trophies. Of course, we know they signed Jake Hill at the back end of 2021, which obviously meant Jake was in the car in 2022, and that was a great signing. Of course, Jake being in his late 20s, he can be there for the rest of his career. Of course, Colin Turkington and Stephen Jelly, they are on the older side. Of course, Jelly is not a championship level driver, but is certainly a great driver. Colin Turkington, we know how good he is, 4-time champion, one of the greatest of all time. I think that this is a good change for BMW and West Surrey Racing. Adam Morgan, while yes, he's not on the younger side, he is still at that age where he can be very, very competitive. And I think now that Adam Morgan is staying in the same car, essentially, and not only that, he is what is now a manufactured car as well. This will bring out the best in Adam Morgan, and I do think that this is Adam Morgan's greatest chance of fighting and winning a championship. I'm not saying he will win the championship next year, but it does mean that it's certainly a possibility. It does mean that Adam Morgan can fight for more wins, and it does mean that Adam Morgan can fight for championships. Of course, I do believe he will be alongside Jake Hill and Colin Turkington. Jake Hill has said that he will be sticking with MB Motorsport, and I do think he will be back with BMW. As for Colin Turkington, unless he retires, I don't see him leaving WSR or BMW. I think he is still the #1 driver in that squad, so there's no reason for Turkington to leave. And of course, Jake Hill, there's no reason for him to go elsewhere after what was his greatest season this year. As for Stephen Jelly, unfortunately, I think Adam Morgan is in Jelly's spot. Of course, if you did watch my predictions video a few weeks ago, which is now redundant, thank you, Sicily, thank you, Adam. I don't see Stephen Jelly coming back next year, and I do think Adam Morgan will be his replacement for 2023. Whilst that is sad, I do think it is an improvement. No disrespect to Stephen Jelly, but I do think Adam Morgan is better than Stephen Jelly. And I do think Adam will bring some improvements to that team. Of course, BMW want to be successful in touring cars. That's why they're still in the BTCC after for being in it for so long. Of course, Colin Turkington is pushing 40 now. I don't see Turkington becoming that championship winning driver anymore. I don't think Turkington will get to 5 championships. However, when you've got Jake Hill there, who 100% will be a champion in the future, and then you've got Adam Morgan, who 100%, if he will be the driver where if Jake Hill or Turkington have a bad race, Adam Morgan will be that driver to pick up points. He will be a perfect substitute, essentially. So let's say Jake Hill or Turkington can't win the championship next year, but Adam Morgan is in a spot. I think Adam Morgan will be that driver for BMW and West Surrey Racing to bring home the points, bring home the trophies, and bring home race wins and championships. Of course, I'm not saying Adam Morgan will be a champion, but as I keep saying, it puts him in the best spot possible. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Adam Morgan has joined the factory BMW squad for 2023. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think Adam Morgan can be a championship contender now? Who will partner him at BMW? Because we still don't know if Turkington will be back next year in 2023. Let me know in the comments below. And of course, where do you see George Gamble going? Where will George Gamble go? Of course, I predicted him to get that BMW seat, but the other Sicily Motorsport driver's taking it. But let me know in the comments below, guys. Of course, if you are new around here, be sure to like this video, share with your mates as well, because it does help my channel grow. And of course, I will see all you guys in the next one. Goodbye.